Each morning as I soft awake and slowly stir, remembering, I can just barely recognize her. As the morning wears on, she's still with me in part, although but the faintest glimmer of being in my heart. But for love's sake, as the day grows on to noon and its brightness, my remembrance of her dems into vague. By late afternoon, I lament she's but a wistif of near nothingness. Oh, for the deep clarity of the silent night. However, all too soon the dreaded morrow broke, and there in the light she waned, lost to me again. She faded to a familiar evanescence, but I managed to write down her fleeting description, and by that evening ringing chime her depiction was all I had left. Using my hasty and foggy written description, even though it was made in an all too sleepy
For a while I could capture her visage as such, but again her dear image faded all too soon. Many phantoms ran through my fantastic nightmarish dreams, but my dream girl was not in any of the scenes.
If only I could bring some order and fair sense into the senseless, noisy, and mosaic mess of my random and wandering thoughts in darkness. The weeks crawled by and I don't believe I saw her, but if I did, I must have forgotten the bond. I then reviewed and read out the script in my mind, going over it and over it many times. Control your dreams. Dreamscapes aren't reality. You can do anything that you wish in your dream. You can guide and control it. Tell yourself therein core and then is only am lucid, and then direct the dream's contents according. I repeated the words while I tried to picture there the most utter and complete blackness of nothingness, and in there I etched the model employed in dreams is the same model that's used when one is awake.
This is real?
The next night I was again haunted by the strange thought that I was dreaming. I still wasn't convinced, but I took on some cautious control. Anyway, up the fridge and poured some milk on the floor, much as it pained me to do so, though clean up. The following night I dreamt again and took control, realizing that was all a fabrication. And when I woke up, they were in their original positions. I was getting close, I was starting to...
I was thus thoroughly and utterly convinced to the core of my being that I was dreaming. Now I could begin some serious dream research. Yeah!
Instead of transporting to some paradise, I first wanted to inspect all my surroundings, so I made a conscious and definite effort to look directly that of real life, indistinguishable from it. What a discovery!
So thusly, after many weeks of dream notes, distuid, and fine scene what a great scene rolled by in 3 cinemascope and technicolor.
But the firm hull must drive on, mustn't it, though the mast be broken? No, no more, it's over. Today I'll end it all. Tonight I'll end my life. Come and sleep with me. No! She drove her car to the edge of the cliff, stopping short, now drinking in and savoring the blue-green world reflected on the river's surface. Untainted by pains of a mediocre world. A voice called her. Mythical fantasy worlds beckoned to her. This dreamland would find her saved within its refuge. She freed her mind from its real-life shackles, and thus began to daydream more freely. I'll breath life into you, my little voice. She said to herself, come into my dreams. And then by day, I shall be well again.
他是个善良正直的人，他将他的理想在自己身上实现，他全身心地投入生活与爱情，他终于找到了现实世界里未曾给予的爱，他创造了一个崭新而美好的世界。
He did feel a bit of sadness at times, too. but as it was subdued in him, and so the sadness was used to series the beauty of their love with its sheer contrast and brightness. Another time he was hit by lightning, but his dream can never die, and so it was that have the best in life, she said to herself, and in my world there can be no suffering. I arise from dreams of thee.
Kiss me, my dearest phantasm.
Knowing not that he was her dream image, he never doubted his own existence and happiness. Until she awoke in quiet slumber, the gift of death's kinder brother, he was the day to her.
He arose from her dreams of him, much like the mountain rises from the depths of the valley. Without her, he could not be. Without him, she could not be. He did wonder, sometimes, about just how good and lucky his life was. He was her twin, yet also her opposite, for she had blossomed with creativity, a power that had come from her.
So they lived and loved together, allied and alloyed in the soft metallic night, blending into the golden oneness that love had always promised. Here they were free to love and live fully, their chemistry sending out invitations of love which were soft, then expanding even more, building, ever building.
And the design for that children's wing is finally coming together.
Great, I can't wait to see the final rendering.
Come to me in my dreams, and then by day I shall be well again.
Come as thou camest 1,000 times. Come to me in my dreams, and then by day I shall be well again. She again faded off into dreamland, and there he was. Just the sight of him would bring the world to a stop, for she could only concentrate on him.
But then, during one rainy night back in her real world, when she was driving in a storm where she did not even bleed, there was no pain, she arose from the car's wreck unharmed and walked away. Who dreamest me? Reveal thyself! Who art thou? Who art thou that won't even let me die?
Back at the top, she again cried, "Who hast made me? Who? Thy image is tainted, thy DNA is corrupted." Visions of angels appeared in the sky. "You have a question for us?" they asked. "Yes, what sort of being made me to suffer and toil in this sad world?" "It's a lovely and beautiful world," said the angels in a chorus. "Okay," she said, "I'll play your game, Shelley-esque. Tell me now, who made this varied and sensual world of charm and grace and color? Who gave me intellectual beauty and those rare but beautiful waves of emotions which I have known and enjoyed for their breathtaking meaning and depth?" "A good and loving spirit," they said. "That's our usual answer." "And who gave me freedom to love and live and grow, flowering free and fragile, though beautiful but then withering, faded and forlorn in old age, as an evanescent dream? It was the creator of all life." "And who gave me sadness?" "He did," they answered. "And who gave the world hunger, pain, misfortune, sickness, death, worry, and unbearable calamity, which drags us suffering to the grave?" "He reigns," they said. "Give me his name," she asked. "Who is he that does not even grant me peace in the grave? For hell awaits me there as a further torture." "He rules," the angels replied. "His name," I ask, but his name, the name of one so cruel. Who is the one that would create man as a precious vessel, quite imperfect, and then destroy this lovely creation by sickness and death in rage? "He is the one," they said. "Name him and let him be known for his vengeful name, for in my own fine dreams of a man I allowed no sickness, no pain, all was love and beauty. I outthink this so-called master. Who is he that is the source of my everlasting pain?" "He does not exist," the angels finally said, "nor does the devil, nor do we. All is simply virtually as it is, and so it ever shall be. There is no why, for that would be purpose, and beings came later with their whys. There is only how, which is as causeless. It's the way that the universe happens to work. Therefore, all is right with the world. We angels are simply manifestations of your own thoughts. All that is truly real comes from within, nothing comes from without. There is no creative deity? She asked. There is none. There is only the unconscious luck towards life, which is part and parcel of the universe, co-eternal with it and embodied in it, as the principle of movement in all things. It is the connectedness of everything, and exists far below the level of atoms.
I dreamt of thee. You are the dream of my dreams.
No, it cannot be, for it was I who made thee in my dreams.
I see and dream of you, my dream woman, each night, he whispered. We are indeed two souls, each of which opens the other, she replied. Yes, it is I who made you as you made me, from all that was already inside us. As your twin spirit I arose, given life only by your dreams. Oh, please let me live, for now I sustain you. I protect you and love you, as you do the same for me. And now that I love you and want you, I need you. If one of us dies, she said, then the other would perish also? The valley cannot exist without the mountain. There can be no day without the night. There can be no beauty without sadness, no yin without the yang. We are twin opposites, as alike as dawn and dusk in our aspects, reflections, as it were, of each other's image. Visions which truly exist in the mind, for all is real in the mind. Day gives birth to night, and then night gives birth to day. That is us, and that is the cycle which created us, within which a scheme it was not necessary, for either part to come first, as with the chicken and the egg.
Join my real world, and I will join yours as well.
I shall come, leaving my dreamland forever and joining hers as her real-life love. When you're open to beauty, then you become vulnerable to sadness.
What I have finally learned, the hard way, is that they are inseparable in life. The new light of morning shone, in that blessed mood that attends to the quiet intermingling of daylight. Itoeman seek it always.
The afternoon sparkled and spread its gold to every living thing. Years of contentment rolled by. The soft light of evening shone again, as always, in that sacred mood that attends the quiet intermingling of day and night in the twilight of dusk. He came as usual, saying, I arise from dreams of thee in the first sweet sleep of night, when the winds are breathing low and the stars are shining bright. I arise from dreams of thee, and a spirit at my feet has led me, who knows how, to thy chamber window, sweet. The wandering airs, they faint on the dark, the silent stream. The champak odors fail like sweet thoughts in a dream. The nightingale's complaint, it dies upon her heart, as I must die on thine, O beloved as thou art. O lift me from the grass. I die, I faint, I fail. Let thy love and kisses rain on my lips and eyelids pale. My cheek is cold and white, alas. My heart beats out loud and fast. Oh, press it close to thine again, where it will break at last.
You were sick, but you are recovering now.
We're growing old together, aren't we?
Indeed, but we still have many good years so bright. We will the grieve not, rather find strength in what remains behind.
They awoke that morning from another dream, or perhaps they dreamt that they awoke. On the shore, where they had once discovered the spirit of the earth.
Which is real, and which is an illusion.
Does it matter?
Some say that gleams of a remoter world visit the soul in sleep.
They looked into each other's eyes, reflecting on their thoughts. I'm not sure what world we're in anymore, she noted, nor does it matter very much which side of the looking glass we're on, for we are here. It's as if some ethereal beauty has descended over our thoughts and lent a poetic vision to us, a shadow of some divine perfection. It is wrapped, although a little vague, but I can sense its presence. Here, I look on high. Has some unknown omnipotence unfurled the veil of life and death, Or do I lie in dream, and does the mightier world of sleep spread far around and inaccessibly it circles? The day soon came to life, and they saw castle builders laying stones, dream merchants giving away various unrealities, idealists realizing their ambitions, visionaries watching plans taking shape, ghosts and wraiths playing joyfully on the air, vapors forming and rising, and then coalescing into forms, phantoms riding on the light-hearted breezes, will-o'-the-wisps sparkling over the water, and mirages becoming real at the slightest touch. I am so much enjoying our world, she said. Here, all things are possible. It is an oasis untouched by oblivion and regret, free from contagion, debt, worry, care, strife, and woe.
And so they lived in the clod, resided in Neverland, and made a home in the world of Make-A-One. We will be strong now.
We have merged, we are one.